Hey everybody, this is Didringer64 and welcome to another reaction video. So today we're going to be reacting to some more episodes of My Little Reviews, and actually today we're going to be reacting to some episodes of Analyzing His Magic, another series by ILoveKimPossibleAlot. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. We have Cadence turn Twilight into an alicorn, which is really interesting. It sounds like something out of a fanfiction. We have Where Are the Earth Pony OCs, which is very true. I haven't seen that many Earth Pony OCs and I would like to see some. And does Chrysalis have a character? Because frankly I don't like Chrysalis that much. I don't know. Some people might like Chrysalis, I just didn't find her very interesting, so we'll have to see what KP has to say on that, but I'm really looking forward to these. I've never actually seen Analyzing His Magic before, so I don't know how different it will be to My Little Reviews, but yeah, let's just go ahead and see. 3, 2, 1. Okay. ILoveKimPossibleAlot and... okay, it's a bit of an extended one this time.
So, you know what bothers me? Cadence turned Twilight into an alicorn. No, get your crazy shit fixed out of here. It's time for a flashback. So you remember Cadence? Cadence, the sole insertion to the franchise that made Hasbro scream, "Buy our toys!"
Yeah.
At Bronies. The pretty pink alicorn princess that every Brody loathed until they revealed the Camelot wedding. And now I think everyone tolerates her? I mean, the sunshine thing.
Yeah. More Anthony C.
Sunshine. And that you might be tempted to try it if you're a complete idiot. Sunshine. Because it's so stupid. Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs wake. Clap your hooves and do a little shake.
Yeah, that. So now everyone loves her, I guess. So what do I think? I don't mind her as much as the latter audition to the Alicorn family. Cough, cough, Twilight, cough. Just getting into the fandom without officially joining, and the fact that Cadence was always an alicorn. No midlife pony crisis about alicorn evolution here. But the little known fact about Cadence is that she was always meant to be a unicorn, and her alicorn status was probably meant for things like this.
Help me get ready for my wedding.
Yeah.
My dress is so pretty.
Gross. But now all of a sudden we get McSparkle Pants that turn into an alicorn, and then suddenly we get a convenient book that Cadence is an artificial alicorn too. Like ages. Again, I say.
Yeah, I read that book.
So my thoughts? The big overlords at Hasbro just wanted to make some more money, cause
we've got to have money.
And turning Cadence into a pretty pink princess was that sacrifice. So DHX over in Mountie Land tried to fix the idea with an aging alicorn outside the Royal Sisters with another one, Twilight. Not that Twilight wasn't going to turn into an alicorn in her own right, but it's all too convenient, isn't it? Coupled with the fact that the Journal of Two Sisters book kind of supports the idea and the difference between artificial and non-artificial alicorns, Cadence's existence just makes the whole Twilicorn thing all the more probable. Just saying, ladies and germs.
Hello, KP. It is I, Drowning in Horseshoes. I heard that you recently contacted
This
our
guy.
mutual friends Cake Standard and Phantom Horn from TBAP with a request that they film for you a cameo for your upcoming video. But of course, being the cowards that they are, they predictably dropped the ball and failed to deliver. And so I, in my infinite wisdom and grace, have chosen to step in and fill the void of the cameo of my own, which, if I may speak frankly, is far superior to anything that those two knuckleheads could have come up with. Now, I didn't exactly read the script, but I think I know you well enough to be fairly confident that I captured your artistic vision. So without further ado, I present to you the Drowning in Horseshoes ILoveKimPossibleAlot Cameo Experience Turbo Hyper Edition 2K14.
Oh my god! These apples are huge! What is going on? How'd you get these big apples, Applejack? I grew 'em with Earth Pony magic, Fluttershy. Also, what are you doing with my big apples? They're mine. I came here 'cause I'm mad at you. You sent me that birthday present in the mail. when I opened the box, it was just a fart. You put a fart in a box and sent it to me. Why did you do that? If you were really my friend, you wouldn't send me a fart in a box, Applejack.
I'm not really your friend. I'm not really Applejack. I'm Discord. Disguise myself as Applejack to trick you and play a fart prank 'cause I'm mean. But no! Oh, I should have known you were Discord 'cause your hat's the wrong color. That's right, I hate you. I thought we were friends, Discord. Why would you play a mean fart prank on me? Because I was never your friend. And neither was Applejack. We were in it together from the very beginning. We only care about these giant apples. I got you.
What has become of my life?
Okay then. Both Fluttershy. That was a weird one, but that was an old episode, so...
I've got 90,000 pounds in my pajamas. In my fridge. I've got lots of lovely lira now. The Deutsche Bank's getting dearer, and my dollar bills will buy the Brooklyn Bridge. There is nothing quite as wonderful as money. There is nothing quite as beautiful as cash. Some people say it's folly, but I'd rather have the lolly. With money you can make a splash.
So, throughout my exposure in the pony fandom, I've noticed something. There seems to be a lack of Earth Pony OCs that people make themselves.
Yeah.
The article in A Questioner Daily explores this, and most people use unicorn or more commonly Pegasuses. I'm totally guilty of that, by the way. But
Yeah.
why is it like this? Well, from my understanding, there seems to be no clear advantages of having an Earth Pony OC. Unicorns can do magic and levitation, Pegasus can obviously fly, but what can Earth Ponies do? I know Lauren has had her say about this, but let's just look at the series itself. It's been inferred by the fandom that Earth Ponies are the strongest, for one thing. Let's use Twilight as an example to demonstrate that. She clearly has trouble pushing that snowplow of hers in Winter Wrap-Up, and even though the rest of the ponies that are plowing are stallions, it's implied that Applejack is capable of jumping in if she needs to, as that's probably why she's in charge. Also, if she wasn't capable, then she probably wouldn't have made all those comments about Twilight being a weak pony. But, again, even though the audience is given the implication that Earth Ponies are the strongest with more examples like Applejack rounding up the cows, and harvesting apples in general, it's not directly stated that this is the case. So some can only guess if this trait is true or not. Another trait that the fandom gives Earth Ponies is that they seem to be more in tune with Earth. What does that even mean? Well, you know the idea that animals can sense changes in weather and environment better than humans? The theory goes along with that. This comes from Feely Pinky Keen, where Pinky can sense changes in the environment more so than, say, Twilight. As much of a cool theory this is, we only really see it with Pinky. Applejack never really has these instances, so I'm excusing this as Pinky just being Pinky for now. So why do people interpret that Earth Ponies have these traits in the first place? Because some like to think that Earth Ponies have an advantage over other breeds in certain areas, as mentioned earlier. Why? To help Earth Ponies feel socially equal to other breeds, and that they can do something special, too. But why do not as many bronies choose to be portrayed as Earth Ponies? Well, my thinking is that the limited traits that Earth Ponies have aren't really that appealing to people. Why be an Earth Pony when you can either fly or use magic, but not both? Even assuming the traits that the fandom gives Earth Ponies are accurate,
No
is
Alicorno
society
sees.
really in tune with the Earth? Is today's population doing as much physical labor as we were half a century ago? Longer? It's hard to connect to nature than ever before, and that's also a factor. So, does it just roll down to the fact that Earth Pony traits are not attractive to the modern brony? Does this have any deeper meaning? Will the number of Earth Pony OCs increase in the future? I guess we'll see.
Yeah. He totally stole this from Anthony C.
So, I heard you liked Avatar.
What is that? What? What is what?
It's a giant mushroom.
I never really watched Avatar, but
So, did I piss you off with that title or what?
yeah, this is the newest one.
So, let's talk about the evil villain Lady Chrysalis. She's a bug pony thing that does stuff, I guess. And for a while, she doesn't seem to have an established character or personality. Go with me. Her main driving force, besides being an asshole sometimes, read the comics, is protecting her hive
Yeah.
and providing them food. In the show, that was her motivation. We don't really get to see her again except for an alternate timeline, where a similar motivation is present, but instead of playing the defensive, she's on the offensive. She already has control over the land, but she's battling for complete control. That reminds me of something. No, we'll get to that later, but still, those similar motivations are present, but this time she's just a little more evil. Instead of agreeing and coexisting, she's like, nope, there can only be me and my changelings, kill them all.
Take no prisoners! Kill them all!
In the comics, read the comics, she was after her revenge,
Yeah.
while also providing her hive food.
I've
Now,
read
she
all the
gets pretty dark
comics,
in there
so
sometimes. Just
I kind of know what goes on.
keep in mind, there seems to be a shell of a character lacking. Get it? Because she's a bug?
I don't get it.
What I think seems is that Chrysalis is this idea of a dark character with a simple motivation to go on. And that's fine, some people like a character like that. It makes them easy to hate. Just aesthetics alone is something menacing. But in order to have a good story in place, this shellless nature will only work for so long. And now I'm gonna use that example. Darth Vader. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, go see the Force Awakens. Da, da, da. It's funny, you know how Darth Vader is like the defining character from Star Wars now? Like, he has the most stuff made of him because everyone and their mom can recognize fucking Darth Vader. And then remember how in the original movie he had like 10 minutes of screen time? People were seduced by his appearance, and then adding things like motivation, backstory, and all that other stuff really cemented who he was as a character. And now you can buy even more stuff from Darth Vader. Chrysalis is in a similar boat, but on a lesser scale, especially with a series full of colorful characters. Literally, they are colorful. No, not racist. Even still, it seems like a lost potential to me. I'm not saying she's a bad character, but think of how more diverse she could be if we understood more about her character. I'm just saying, lack of information present in the comics, here we go again, still leaves much to be
Yeah.
desired. We get a more threatening Chrysalis, a more frankly evil one. And I can appreciate love for a good baddie again, but we don't have any real motivation. The closest thing we have to that is a pseudo-origin story. Read the comics. That implies she's this creepy bug thing made of dead pony parts. Ew. I'm looking at you, Cook. The reason why I like Discord so much is I see him as a complex, layered character who on the surface is a childlike, not knowing better trickster, but obviously with his reaction to friendship, he craves and values social interaction. And he's probably got a lot of abandonment issues underneath that odd surface. I don't really get that vibe with Chrysalis, who seems like she's there to look cool and be evil. Not a bad thing, but potential. And maybe yes, some characters are just like that, to fit an archetype and need for their story. But I challenge writers to show all sides of the coin if they can, especially with characters like Chrysalis. Now what have we learned?
Read the comics.
No? Well, yeah, but...
Go see The Force Awakens.
develop your characters as much as you can, either over time or right from the get-go, so you have a well-rounded story. Fool.
I pity the fool.
Okay then. Yeah, that one was really cool, especially with all the comic stuff. Because I'm a really huge fan of the comics as well. Of course. Alright then, well, they were really cool. The first one I didn't really think much of, neither did I think much of the second one. They were old episodes, so I wasn't really expecting much from them, but it was really the third episode that really got me. I really enjoyed that one. There was a bunch of references to the comics. I really do enjoy the comics as well, because they brought back a bunch of old characters that never really came back on the show. And yeah, just all the stuff with Chrysalis is really cool. But from what we actually know, Season 6 as well, Chrysalis and the Changelings are most likely going to be returning. And I actually think they are going to be returning because there is an episode coming soon. It's supposed to be called Times They Are a Changeling. So I do think the Changelings are coming back, which is really cool. So it might just give more of an opportunity to develop Chrysalis's character. So that's again really cool, and yeah, I've really enjoyed these, and I would like to do more of these. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.